If you've been disappointed with your progress lately, then this video is for you. Most people keep breaking their own heart because they just can't seem to stick with the promises that they make themselves. Every day feels like they're falling behind further, and their big dreams, they're more and more out of reach. If any of this sounds familiar, then please watch this video. I am going to give you 2 tools that will help you to finally get and then stay consistent. Okay, the first tool is clarity. If you are not consistent, I can almost guarantee that you are less clear than you think. And here is a very simple way to gain clarity. And it's actually my favorite use case for AI chatbots. Ask me 3 questions that will reveal how clear I am about my offer, this goal, this topic. Your job is to help me see where I'm clear, but actually am vague or contradictory. Don't give advice, just ask penetrating questions that expose blind spots or fuzziness in thinking. Do this work and you will be shocked understanding how little clarity you had about what you actually want and how you're trying to get it. That's the first tool. The second tool that I want to give you is a question. And this is the question that will help you to stay consistent. And I have been using this for years and it literally changed my life. This question is, what's the smallest thing I can do right now? And what this question does is it helps you solve cognitive overload. So when people feel stuck, it's rarely because they don't know what to do. It's because their mind is juggling too many variables, potential paths, and imagined outcomes. This question collapses the complexity. By zooming in on the smallest thing possible, it reduces the scope of attention to something your brain can actually hold, and then you're taking action neurologically possible. Okay, so it converts all of that mental noise that you have into one executable unit. Okay, it solves the mental paralysis from too much abstraction and too many choices. Second thing it does is it breaks the perfectionism loop. Often we disguise perfectionism under planning, strategizing, researching, preparing, but by asking for the smallest thing possible, we're actually reframing success as initiation, not completion. And I cannot overstress this. My primary focus is to get the input factors right. I just want to do as much of the right input as I can, and then I detach from the outcome. So all I'm focused on is training myself to become an input creating machine. And so if I'm focused on perfect input, I will not give any input at all, right? And so that will slow me down. So what it does when you're just focused on just creating an input, even if it's the smallest one possible, and this is, I think, almost the most important thing about this, it rebuilds your action trust loop. It shows you that if I say I do it, I will do it. And this self-trust is so incredibly powerful. It holds your self-esteem and your confidence high, and it just proves you one action at a time that you are who you say you are. And it orients your whole process, whole thinking towards that process and towards that becoming and being there for yourself, not letting yourself down over the outcome. So the whole goal of what's the smallest action I can take possible is to repair that trust in yourself and to ensure that you are taking on that identity of the person that's doing the thing. It doesn't matter if you get it like not right. It just matters that you keep doing what you said you do. And that's the most important thing about this. Okay, so you can reclaim your autonomy and you do the thing. One really positive thing that also happens is that it disarms your nervous system response, right? So when we have these big ambitions and these big goals and these big hopes and aspirations, it can actually make our nervous system feel like there's a threat, and then we shut down. But by doing the smallest thing possible for the sake of having it done, because it keeps us at who we said we are and it keeps that self-trust, it's not threatening at all anymore. It's just one thing that we do. And me making this video is actually me walking the talk. So I'm currently running a traffic challenge for my community, and a part of that challenge is that I want to upload as many YouTube videos as possible. And tomorrow morning we have to leave because my husband's family is visiting from Canada, and then we'll be traveling for 1 week together with them, and I'll have to squeeze my work in the mornings and in the evenings when my relatives will sleep, because we will be on the road throughout the day. So there won't be any time to record YouTube videos. And I didn't have much time to get this video done now, or I actually did 3. And so what I did was to say, well, what's the smallest thing I can talk about right now? And then I was like, oh, I don't think I've actually shared that this is a question I always ask myself when I'm in this immediate state of, I can't breathe, because how on earth should I hold all of this? So I had the idea for this video, I decided to do it, and then I was like, what's other small things I can do for YouTube videos right now? And the next one that I did was just recording a video about a post that I already made today in Schoolers Community, where I share a win from implementing the $100 Million Money Models book from Alex Hormozi. So I basically just taught the story behind this post. Very easy for me because I already did the work. And then I went into Grow with Evelyn, where I yesterday shared a quick tutorial on how to do cold outreach without the ick. And I recorded a 1-minute intro to then use that internal thing as a video on the front end. And boom, within half an hour right now, I have created 3 videos, and I'll actually be able to perfectly stay on track. And looking back, these videos aren't even bad, right? I have some that are very long and very in-depth, and these might actually be a good counterbalance for it. So if you kept disappointing yourself, step 1, clarity, a big cup of coffee and a discussion with ChatGPT. Step 2, ask yourself this question: what is the smallest thing I can do right now? All right, I see you in another video. Thank you, love you. You're doing amazing. Bye for now.